Hello there! Join us in this video to see how our sailing in the Whitsundays unfolds, culminating in a long-awaited encounter with the salties.
Sunny skies, we're on our way. Feel the breeze, feel the sway. Good vibes coming every day.
We are out with the wind, Sorin and Ana sailing around the world aboard sailing yacht Mehalah, an Oyster Mariner 35. We are both eager to make the most of this once-in-a-lifetime adventure at sea and on land. We are very keen to share this with you.
The Whitsundays are nicknamed the Wind Sundays, and 5 or 25 knots of wind, that is.
On the rare occasion when we have a spell of light wind, we can sail to the Great Barrier Reef. Sadly, this only happened twice in the 3 months we spent around the islands. Our second and final escape was equally enjoyable but different. Since we were having nip tides, the reef was only partially submerged, offering a pretty unique vista and underwater experience.
There is something missing. The humpback whales had left the islands for Antarctica.
One morning we wake up in a frost-milled bath. Mehalah was enveloped by this thick morning haze. The surroundings felt surreal. Same feeling at sunset and moonrise.
Life on the reef is full of treats, like this beautiful sunset we're having tonight. The other night we had a full moon rising. Hello! Hi! Ana is watching the sunset. Mehalah is under full cover because we had some really strong sun and UV. And we're keeping an eye on that side of the sky because that's where the full moon is going to come up. So one is watching the sunset, one is watching the moon rising. Very busy night.
At full moon, the coral would be spawning, spreading around the water surface a golden powder that would eventually give birth to more awesome coral.
When the wind strength is somewhere in between, we explore the islands with their fringing reef. We must have sailed out of Airlie Beach to the islands at least a dozen times.
The islands are numerous, offering beautiful exploring opportunities on land and underwater.
Although the visibility underwater is not as good as at the Great Barrier, the reef is plentiful and beautiful. To protect the reef, almost everyone is using the free moorings provided.
Same as with the Great Barrier Reef, every time we would be visiting an island, we would be in awe, elated by the surrounding beauty. Be it a hike on the mountains or a walk on the beach, it would feel just wonderful. The beauty of Hill Inlet, with its waving ribbons of fine silica sand spread over the blue waters, are out of this world beautiful. a beauty that makes one fall in love.
If the forecast was for strong winds, we will seek shelter in animated Airlie Beach. Since this happened more often than desired, Airlie Beach became our base, from where we will escape to the islands when the wind conditions were right. Airlie Beach is an ample sheltered anchorage and everything that a cruiser will need: bars, chandlers and supermarkets. There are 3 pontoons with a time limit from where one can access all the facilities on shore, such as electricity, fuel station and free water. Free showers everywhere, free electric barbecues and a popular free swimming pool. And an overpriced marina that we never used.
However, having local friends in the marina, we could benefit of some of their posh facilities free of cost.
Whenever in Airlie Beach, we will take the opportunity to get together with fellow sailors. We will be climbing the surrounding mountains. We will be going on cycling trips to nearby anchorages. We will be having a drink and listening to our favorite tunes. Airlie Beach was just an awesome place to be.
Once the good weather returns, we escape the hustle and bustle of Airlie Beach and sail away to the islands again for more hiking and discovering. There are over 70 islands to explore, so we are not short of options.
Today, we're gonna end up with salty lips on the anchorage, which means we have to clean them tonight with something salty. I'm already salty, everything is salty.
Life cannot be easier for a cruiser than in the Whitsundays. Coupled with the surrounding beauty, we really felt blessed to be there. Around September, the southeasterly trade winds gradually start backing to northerlies. Our anchorage in Airlie Beach becomes bumpy and bumpier.
We tend to be spending all the time we can on the islands, making the most of the walking and hiking opportunities. Sheltered by the Great Barrier Reef, the very blue waters are flat as a pancake, offering the most enjoyable sailing. However, the wind against tide situation in the passes between the islands must be avoided like the plague.
When Sorin declined the offer to join a crocodile safari for his upcoming birthday, we decided to have the long-awaited encounter anyway, but not for his birthday. We couldn't have missed this opportunity whilst in Australia. Cuckoo!
Hello!
What are we going to do?
Very exciting day, even though it's a bit cloudy. We could have done with a bit more sun. We're going to see crockies. Crocodiles.
Against the odds, as it happened to be pretty overcast on the day, the neighboring Proserpine River's muddy shores were nestled with unflappable salties. It looked like they were taking no notice whatsoever of our presence.
We had the opportunity to learn a great deal about the salties, like the interesting fact that depending on how dry and hot the season was, female or male crocodiles would be hatched.
We are taken on a tractor tour along the local swamps and learned a great deal about the Aborigines' ways of living in and with nature.
On return to the base, we had a taster of the Aussie damper, introduced to Australia by the first white settlers. Overall, it was a very enjoyable and informative day.
After Sorin pre-birthday drinks in Airlie Beach, we set off sailing again. Join us in the next video to see where and how Sorin decides to spend his birthday.
Thanks for watching our video.
If you enjoy this channel, please subscribe, comment, give us the thumbs up and share.